Today, we're going to take a moment to remember a truly bright emerging talent whose time with us was just way too short. We're talking about the story of Isabelle Tate.
It's a really tough thought, but it perfectly and poignantly captures the story we're exploring. For so many people, the first time they saw Isabelle Tate on screen would unbelievably also be the last.
So, let's start with the news itself. It really came as a shock to the entertainment community, which is now mourning the loss of a truly promising new artist.
Okay, so here's what we know for sure based on her official obituary and news reports. Her name was Isabelle Adora Tate. She passed away on October 19th, 2025, and she was just 23 years old. Her family has chosen not to publicly announce an official cause of death.
Now, what sources do add for context is that Isabelle had been living with a progressive neuromuscular disease. One report did note that her agent confirmed she died peacefully in her sleep. And this detail, it really helps frame the story of her incredible strength, which we're going to get to in just a moment.
But first, we have to talk about the amazing professional milestone she reached right before she passed away. A moment that was, by all accounts, a pure triumph for her.
For so many of us, this was our introduction to Isabelle. She played the character Julie in the premiere of that brand new series, 911 Nashville. Her scene was powerful, it was memorable, and for her, it was an absolute dream come true.
And this right here, this just shows you how special that moment was. Her talent agency shared this quote, and just think about that for a second. She booked the very first TV series she ever auditioned for. That's just an incredible testament to her talent.
But her success on screen, well, it was powered by a truly remarkable strength off-screen. This story isn't just about an acting role. It's really about who she was as a person.
So as we mentioned, Isabelle was diagnosed with a progressive neuromuscular disease when she was just a kid, only 13. As she described it, it was a condition that over time weakened the muscles in her legs. But how did she handle it? I mean, this quote from her official obituary says it all, doesn't it? She was full of fire, a fighter. It says she never, not once, made excuses. This wasn't something that defined her in a negative way. It was just a reality she faced with unbelievable determination. And in her own words, from a post she shared a few years back, you can just hear that spirit so clearly. She acknowledged how tough it was, the unfairness of it all, but then she made a choice. She chose to embrace it and not let it define her. That strength was a conscious, powerful decision she made every day.
That kind of spirit, it leaves a mark on people. And the tributes that have been pouring in really speak volumes about the kind of person she was to work with.
Her scene partner in the show, Hunter McVeigh, shared this really moving memory. He talked about how she had this great energy on set and that you could just tell she brought joy to a lot of people. It's just a beautiful testament to her character.
And that joy wasn't just limited to her acting. When you look at how she's being remembered by the people who knew her best, you get this picture of a vibrant, multi-talented, and deeply, deeply loved person.
I mean, just look at this. She was so much more than an actress. She was a college graduate with a degree in business. She was a musician who actually wrote and recorded her own songs, a huge animal lover who volunteered at shelters. Her friends and family said she was always the life of the party, and she was clearly a beloved daughter and sister.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, her story isn't really one of tragedy. It's this incredibly powerful story of resilience, of a passion that could not be stopped, and of a dream that she absolutely 100% fulfilled.
It really leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it? For a life like Isabelle's, a life cut so short, how do we best honor that legacy? Maybe the answer is to focus less on the number of years and more on the incredible brightness of the light they shared while they were here.